think we're recording. Oh yeah, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Shane Nicholas. With me, as always, my good friend co-host, except for one episode,
Lamar Finesse.
Take it away with the disclaimer.
Yeah, we don't want any minors in here, so just leave, get out the door. Like I said last time, get your coloring books and your crayons and shit.
Just like what your stepdad does right before he beats you. Right. Closes the door.
Right. So leave. Thank you.
Moving on quickly as I fill up my bottle. So we want to talk about music today. We've been talking about music, so we're going to talk about music.
Actually, gonna get started.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about like some of your first memories of music. Like,
Ooh, okay.
You remember any videos that you remember first seeing?
MTV2, hell yeah. Mudvayne came out with a song called Dig.
Is that a band?
There's three of them. Chad Gray. The other two escaped me. I don't remember the other guys. But it's a 3-man ran metal group. Like hardcore metal. Want to say they came around the California music scene. They were one of the first bands to win an MTV Music Award. For like breakout music video or some shit like that. I don't remember. But Mudvayne, yeah. That was like one of the ones and Linkin Park. Them and Linkin Park were...
When did Linkin Park come out?
They were 90s.
Oh, okay.
They were before 9/11. Like 97?
Oh, okay.
It's a long time.
That's one of your earliest memories?
That I remember, yeah. In fairness, that I remember. That's cool. I'm sure there's others that just like...
Right.
I mean, maybe like
some of your biggest...
Yeah. Those are the ones that I remember.
I remember seeing Left Eye in the Creep video, just acting crazy and moving and stuff. She was just so flamboyant and crazy and fun. So,
she's got a big personality.
Yeah, she did. She did. I remember that, and I remember Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah.
Beep beep. Who's got the keys to the Jeep? That was like 96. Like any awesome female rapper, I kind of like remember between the two of them.
90s, man. They had some great music.
Yeah, that was. Missy Elliott was everything.
She still
is. We still love her. But I remember that. That was one of the things. And I remember Mace video too. That was probably like maybe 97, 98.
Who is Mace?
He's a rapper. He was on I think he was on Bad Boys Entertainment with Puffy. Cause Puffy fucked him over like he does everybody.
Of course, yeah.
But he was on Bad Boys record, and he late 90s rapper, and he was pretty big for a minute, and then he went away. I think he became a preacher for years. But he seems pretty cool. But yeah, I remember one of his videos. I can't remember the name but I remember I was at I think I actually at my grandmother's house with one of my cousins, and it came on, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And so those are some of my first videos I remember seeing.
If you could be in any one of those music videos, which one would you want to be
Missy
in?
one.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I couldn't really, like, that'd be weird if I was doing the pillow fights or the pajama party with TLC. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
it'd be a little awkward.
This random guy.
Just this one guy?
Yeah, so, like, I would totally be in a Missy video.
I would love, I don't even care if I get cut in half, to have been in that Post Malone music video.
Which one?
Oh man, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got the music video has a Kill Bill feel to it, and he's like ripping and running and slicing and dicing, dude. He's got this giant sword. Later after this. Oh, it's such a good fucking I don't
know his music, so I haven't seen a single video of his.
He's an auto-tune rapper, for sure.
I know who he is. Yeah.
But as he progressed, he got more and more tattoos on his face.
Oh god, that was after Fame.
I don't know. Shit. That's a good question. I noticed
he probably had. Like you said, he probably had him already, and then he just got more. Famous.
He probably had like a sleeve, and now he's got like a body sleeve. Like a month
That's
after.
Too much for me.
As soon as they get their first album advance, like it's all on tattoos and drugs.
Yeah. Right. My experience with music is like kind of from my parents. Like I would just like listen to their old CDs and tapes. If you kids know what that is. Oh no kids allowed. If you 90s babies remember those.
If you've never had a Walkman, end this fucking channel now. Alright? It's not for you.
I remember some of their stuff. Did you used to listen to your parents or your older brother's stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. My older brother mostly, but my mom loves like Janet Jackson. Okay. Huge Janet fan. She loved the Eurythmics too. She's a huge Eurythmics fan. Who else? Who did this? Oh, that's the Cranberries. She loved the Cranberries. You know, she grew up in the 80s, 70s, late 70s, early 80s was her generation. You know, I was born in the late 80s, so she was in her early 20s when I was born. So, yeah, she loved all those oldies. All those oldies.
My parents are definitely R&B and hip hop.
Yeah, my mom too had a lot of like hip hop stuff. A lot of hip hop stuff.
My mom, she used to sing sometimes, like in choir and stuff like that. And,
wow.
Yeah, she ventured off and tried to make a career out of it a little bit.
Oh, good
but
for her.
I was kind of surprised. Like looking back, I'm like, her taste is kind of like limited, like just to strictly like R&B and like not really hip hop, even like not even really hip hop.
Gotcha.
But like that's
Just
all she really like. Yeah, most artists they normally like
A bunch of
different
shit.
different genres because like you know.
Eclectic.
But let me think. Yeah, because like
Even Lil Wayne came out and said he's like, I love metal music and shit.
Yeah. Because I do. I think after high school, I really started to get more diverse into my music choices. Like, of course, R&B is my first love, so that's like 90% of what I listen to every day. And hip hop, especially 80s hip hop, especially 90s hip hop, early 2000s hip hop, and then like after that, it's like hitting, you know, spotty stuff here and there that I like.
Yeah, nothing really going on, right?
Yeah, it's like, you know, whatever. It's some good stuff out there, but it's not like all as a collective. 80s, 90s, early 2000s, all that shit was pretty much hitting. And
There's only one way to get music back then. It's like you either bought the CD, you know what I mean. There's only one way to get it: it's a record or CD.
Yes, you used to have to listen, watch the MTV or BET and wait for the videos to come on before we had YouTube and stuff.
Right.
Remember those days? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And videos were much more of a big deal back then too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they used to put more production into it, more story. It just used to be more artistry.
So much more watered down, and there's so many different platforms to put it on.
Right, yeah, that too.
Anyone with a phone can make a music video. Literally.
And they used to have for like the big labels, they would have not only album release parties, but video release parties too. They would have that too sometimes. So that was a thing. They don't really do that anymore. And when they do it, like on Love and Hip Hop or something, they kind of roast them like, you still doing that shit? Like 1999, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, they used to be kind of a big deal. It used to boost
true.
The career.
That would be how you networked. One of the main ways of
yeah.
networking was we release a video. Come join us. Who are you? What's your name? Who do you work for? Let's collaborate. Exactly. That's where a lot of collaborations really started, was having a party and getting drunk with people, like basically, you know. Right. I mean, now what? There's Instagram, Facebook.
There's still some good videos out there, but they ain't as dope as they used to be. I remember that shit. I remember that the Boys Mind video. That was by Brandy and Monica. That was well directed, different angles, and it was flipping the camera and stuff, and they looked gorgeous. Ooh. The backgrounds were gorgeous. It was kind of funny because I feel like they were teenagers, like right on the verge of adulthood, but they were like teenagers playing adults. So that was kind of adorable.
Teenagers
but, like,
being adult
teenagers. They were gorgeous in that. I remember the Say My Name video. That was very well directed.
I remember the fucking Say My Name video.
It was different.
Shit.
Yeah, it was just the cool good. Colors, and they kicked out my boo Latoya, and they kicked out Latavia, and then that was more controversy because they kicked out the 2 original members and added 2 new random girls singing over their parts. So that was shady as fuck. Matthew Stars. Yeah, but like it used to be controversy behind videos. Now videos just come and go.
Yeah, they really. Really.
Well, it wasn't really that much controversy, but sometimes it would be like that Say My Name video, even though it was just awesome within itself. Even if they had the original members, it was still like dope as fucking memorable. You know what I'm saying? It was one of their, it was just awesome videos. Who else had some fun videos? Busta Rhymes had a video with Touch It, the Touch It remix, where he had these girls from this elementary school or whatever. They won a contest to be on his video, and they did their little cheerleader things for like 30 seconds or whatever, just give a shout out to them. And then he had like 6 different singers or rappers on his song, and they all did a rap verse, and it was dope as fuck. And they each had their own color. Like Mary J. Blige was first, and she had all white, and then
I think I've seen
Missy. Yeah, Missy had all purple, Lloyd Banks all blue, Papoose all green, DMX all black. It was cool. Like videos used to be fun. Music used to be fucking fun. Oh my god, it really did.
It's different now, definitely.
Yeah.
The patterns of music now, as the types of trending, like Now, if you go left when everyone's going right, it's much harder to succeed. Whereas before, that was the go-to to come out as a performer was going left when everyone else is going right.
Right.
When everyone else is following a trend and sticking to a formula, that one person that jumps off the bandwagon and starts producing and doing their own shit was typically had all eyes on them. There was
Definitely
much more attention to it. It was interesting. It was cathartic to listen to something organic rather than just something that follows like a stereotype.
People used to be really in love with music when they used to get into it. Now people just do it for money or popularity.
In fairness, though, it is their job. That's how they make a living. Is they make music. But
nah, you should have a talent and then use that talent to help you make money for your lifestyle. To me, I don't know if you got it, then do it. But like, people,
that's true. Anyone can
that's
do
your
it.
Sole,
Katy
that's your
Perry-
sole reason for doing something.
Katy Perry was a gospel singer. She was a
that.
Christian rock artist. Become Illuminati whore. If you look at a lot of her videos, there's a lot of Egyptian mythological styled, even archaic and demonic shit in a lot of her videos. She started off as just a Christian rocker.
Yeah. Crazy.
Solo Christian rocker. And she wasn't, honestly, a very good singer. She really was not a very good singer. Like, she could bellow a little bit, but... And she could play guitar. She had a bit of a range, but she wasn't, like, stellar at it. She's no fucking now. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, I mean, you've heard her. She can fucking wail. Dude, she can fucking wail. She's got a killer voice. Did all of her own singing for A Star Is Born. Does all of her own singing on her tours, on her music. No to minimal, like, audio interference. You know what I mean? Like, they're not putting special effects into her voice. I mean, they do for a certain song, sure. It's just part of the song. Like, adding her voice in the background more to give it more of a, like, a live feel or whatever.
Right.
Or adding, like, some 808, some bass beats, stuff like that. Of course, it's indicative. It's a studio song. But, they don't, but they just let her kind of do her thing with, obviously, exception, because they have people writing some songs for her. But same thing with her. You see some of her stage shows, literal Illuminati shit.
Yeah, a lot of people. But
she came out later and started doing some more independent stuff.
I heard, and I saw this interview where Katy Perry was just talking about how how it's hard to be in the industry. Like, she kind of like probably sold her soul or some weird shit like that. Like Illuminati.
A lot of them say that.
Like you said, she said, "I just wanted to be like Amy Grant," and now she's at where she's at now. It's like, that's kind of sad. You know who Amy Grant is?
I don't, actually.
She's like some type of gospel singer or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Christian,
Gotcha.
Christian
Sure.
singer. She's been around for years. People like her and stuff. She seems like a nice person. But I'm like, yeah, she inspired you, but then you kind of...
Right.
like,
Yeah, you fell the fuck off. Yeah, the music industry... You fell off a cliff on that one.
Music industry could be fucked up.
Yeah, definitely. Because what they'll do is, the first thing they're going to do is when they see something... like her, tabula rasa. It's philosophical kind of thinking, where it's like blank slate, right? With her, it was just a plain whiteboard. What they saw is, okay, well, let's give her an image. What is her image? What is her music style? Gimmick. What kind of how can we sell her? Is literally what they think. It's not like, what can you bring to us to sell? It's how can we sell you now? So I think your point is very valid. How the music has changed so dramatically from how can we sell your shit to how do we sell you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how can we give you something to then make that we sell? Like,
kind of. They do have to be profitable. You gotta have fans and shit.
Absolutely.
So like, that's
Well, for the music industry, especially the producing side of things, to be like $1 billion business, like a multi-billion-dollar business. For the artists to really only make money off live tours, something going on there. And now they're even getting a piece of live tours and merchandising. So something going on there. And live streaming, most of the money goes to the producer, not the artist.
Boo.
So like Spotify, when they play someone's song, Pandora, when they play someone's song, they'll give them $10, we'll say. Out of that $10, artist makes about half a penny. Maybe.
Well, I've heard terrible deals like that. Oh my god, it was this group called En Vogue that came out in 1990, and they said at least one of the members said for their first deal, they each got 2 pennies per album sold.
Yeah,
that is fucked up. TLC was bankrupt for years, but that 2 pennies pretty. Oh my god, fuck you. Oh my god, Jesus. I'll find another way, bitch. Right? Like, obviously, you saw something in me to get me this far to sign this shit, and right before I sign it, I can. If you really believe in yourself and willing to walk away, you could probably.
How most musicians were treated back then, dude, was disgusting.
Right.
Disgusting. Like, I mean, literally, they're private jets, brand new Bentleys, anything they want, house on the hills, right? And then the people actually making the music live in some shitty apartment. They all live together. They share fucking a car. You know what I mean?
That's why they
live
go
in hand to
independent.
mouth. Yeah.
That's why people go independent now because
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. But like, also, damn it, I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess we could talk independent. That's why people go independent because, like, yeah, like you keep all your profits, but you have to put in like
there's a lot of investing.
Yeah, you have to invest all. You got to get people to go in with you and stuff, but you do get to keep dang near all the profits too. You know, you got to wear many hats. Like,
there's a lot of bands that don't even own most of their music.
Oh, that's terrible. That's scary. Prince wasn't about that bullshit.
Kevin Smith, the film director, Kevin Smith doesn't own the rights to Chasing Amy or one or two of its other film franchises. Even though all of his films are like one story, you know what I mean? Just different subplots for the stories or whatever. He doesn't have the rights to a couple of his different films. That's why he made Clerks 2 rather than... Mallrats was another one he doesn't have rights to anymore. Mallrats was a cult classic. Most of his movies are all classics. But he can't do Mallrats. He can't use the name Mallrats. He's got to do a different movie. I think Chasing Amy too. But yeah, so Michelle Branch is married to a guy in the Black Keys, the drummer. It's a 2-man group.
Oh, okay.
Love the Black Keys. You know who Michelle Branch is, right?
Yeah, she's a singer, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Michelle Branch. I am not a closet Michelle Branch. I will tell everyone I fucking love Michelle Branch. I think she is so fucking talented.
I remember hearing
guitar,
a song.
piano,
she can sing. I remember something, and I was like, oh, that's cute. A nice
great.
voice, yeah.
She is great. It's not uncommon in the music industry to make a full album and then to shelve the album, not even release it.
Oh my god, who you telling?
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And the guy in the Black Keys, you know, he's got, both of them have like 12 Grammy nominations or 5, however many Grammy nominations, and they were talking about it. They were like, and now I'm paraphrasing, I don't have a lot of details right, and this is how fucked up the Academy is. It's a lot of politics. Yes, there's the art element to it, but there's still a lot of politics to it, especially with how music is, how the producers run a lot of the game, that if they won a specific category in the Grammys, that they would have had to... what do they have to do? This is going to bug the fuck out of me. On the Joe Rogan podcast, the Black Keys were on there. They're talking about it. He said, if you win this Grammy, you would have to do like this and this. You'd have to make this kind of album. You'd have to... They gave him like asterisks, basically, to win the award, to accept the award, and then to move on and do different music. It was really fucking strange. It was really, really fucking strange. But when Michelle Branch made one of her latest albums, now Michelle Branch, although very, very talented, really fell off. And I don't think that was anything she did. I just think, for whatever reason, lack of interest. Not that she isn't talented, just lack of interest. She doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles and whatever that
the
a
whole
lot of other
huge machine.
Yeah.
Plus, sometimes when your fans get older, like...
Oh, sure.
They work more. They got kids and shit. Like, the younger people, they have more time to be to the fan bases and whatever little bit of money they have to go to the concert and buy the shit. You know, that's why a lot of younger people's music is, like, everywhere. More than anybody else. You know, like...
Yeah, they try and keep their stuff fresh, and then they try to do things to cater to a different audience. They have to. You know, do you want an audience of 100,000 screaming little girls, or, you know, your fan base from 30 years ago? You know what I mean? So, kind of pick and choose your own options.
Get some new blood in there. At least make, like, one gimmicky song on the album.
Something.
I don't know, something. I don't know. It depends.
It was just... I don't remember what the reason was, but the guy from Black Keys was like, yeah, Michelle Branch finished her album. She goes to producers, here you go, here's my album. Like, okay, well, we have this, and this project coming out. We have this, and this people coming out with stuff, so we're going to have to put your album on hold. They shelved her fucking album, and it still isn't
How long ago was that?
5 years ago, maybe. 3, 4, somewhere between 5 years.
She was huge too.
Yeah, she's an incredible musician.
That sucks.
Yeah, she's great.
I want to talk about some of my albums that my mom had that I would explore.
Albums I found in my mom's closet.
Right. Like CDs and tapes, not actual like them big ass not them.
I got
but
you.
like, I would say, let's see. 1996 was a good ass year for R&B
Yeah, it was.
music. Oh my god, we had so much. We had Drew
90s
Hills,
in general.
right? We had, oh my god, it was so much originality and artistry and creativity in the 90s.
R&B was relatively new in the 90s, wasn't it? Or at least
Yeah,
if it wasn't, it was like brought back.
Yeah, it was more of like a soul thing in the 70s.
Gotcha.
And then,
Okay.
Yeah. But like R&B, 1996, we had Drew Hill's debut album, which is really good. My mom had that. My mom had, we can go through all the groups. Blackstreet. I think my dad had Blackstreet too. The Another Level album from 96. That was good as fuck. Like, all those songs was great. 702, my mom had their debut album, No Doubt.
Ooh.
That was cute. That was a good one. Like, and it was had a kind of mature sound, even though they were teenagers. And that was a really good one. SWV, The New Beginning. My mom had that.
Do you know what SWV?
Sisters with Voices.
No shit.
It's 3 of them, yeah. And that album is actually really fucking good. It's one of my favorite albums like ever. The New Beginning is so good. They and the first one it came out in 96. Their first album was in 92, and the lead singer sang like every song by herself, and then like the other girls were background, and the one girl was a rapper. But this time they shared the lead, and they shared it like pretty evenly. Like, it was pretty nicely, Yeah. The lead singer still had more of the bulk, but the other girls definitely had their own their own leads on songs and stuff, and it blended very well. And it was very streetwise, it was urban, it was soulful. It was so great. And they had a good amount of ballads and mid-tempo, up-tempo songs. Like, it was just a good fucking blend. Herb Middleton was like a big producer on there. Their first producer, Brian Alexander Morgan, yeah. He produced
names and everything.
I love our producers. He produced like almost all their hits for their first album, and then some more songs, I think. But for the second one, for the debut one, the second one that I'm talking about now that I love, The New Beginning, I think he only produced like a few of them. And then for their third one, which wasn't that great, he only produced one, which was like kind of the saving grace of the album. They even said it themselves. But like, The New Beginning is everything. Shout out to SWV. I love those girls. Oh my god, I love them so much. Who else? 1996 we had, God, we had so much and I can't think of them right now. We had Mona Lisa. She had 11/20/79. My mom had that album. Ooh. That was good. She was about 16, but she had a big, strong voice. It was a little slow at certain parts, but it was still really good. Gina Thompson. My mom didn't have that, but I discovered it somewhere, and that whole album slaps. She had Missy on there and Puff Daddy on there, and she has like a nasally voice kind of, but it sounds really good though. And I'm so mad she only made the one. At least she only made the one album and it was released, and she had a #1 hit. But after that, I don't think she really did too much. But that was a good ass album. 96.
I'm trying to think if I remember someone came out. Who did the Thong song?
Cisco.
That's not R&B, is it?
Yeah, that's R&B.
Okay.
That's Cisco. He was in the Drew Hill group I mentioned a minute ago for a 1996 album. That was his group. And that probably came out in 1999, I think.
That sounds about right.
Oh my gosh, Hardcore, Little Kim, 1996. Her best album ever. Her best album ever. After that, like, she had some cute shit here and there, but that album as a whole was fucking fire. The hoe in me loves that album, like, for real.
I just realized this is the second episode where I didn't drink.
Right? What is this, episode 6?
This is 8. This one will be 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice. How about that? We got 8 episodes. That's exciting.
But I think that's all I can think of right now for 1996, because it slapped so hard. But I want to jump to 2006, because that's probably my second favorite year of music. Okay. Now, I can tell you these ones now. Jagged Edge is one of my favorite groups ever. Mm-hmm. They had their self-titled album. It wasn't their first one, but it was self-titled, and it was maybe their 4th or 5th album. And that album was so good. Like, I really like that whole thing. That was really good. LaToya Luckett, she had her debut album. It was fucking everything, man. She had the first 2 albums with Destiny's Child, and then she finally got to have her own shit. And her whole debut album is it's just really good. It's fresh. It's urban. It's like, it's street. It's just like really good, and it's emotional a little bit. Like, she gives you all of that. She had good producers. She had good well, she had very mid 2000s rappers on there. Mike Jones, Paul Wall and shit. Who else?
Damn.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, them some old ass names. Yeah, she had that. And her first album is her best one. Her other two are pretty good. I do enjoy her other two, but that first one, it was so like solid and fresh. I just love that one. Fantasia had her sophomore album out, self-titled Fantasia. She had some boppers on there, Baby Making Hips. Oh my gosh. What was that one song? You with a new chick every night.
You were listening to this.
Yeah. No, Baby Making Hips was like a fast song. Well, I guess you could fuck to that. I don't know. But yeah, Fantasia had, and she had some good ballads in there too. Fantasia was bringing it. That's my favorite Fantasia album, even though I've only listened to like the first two. No shade. But you know what? No, I listened to the one with the orange cover. I can't remember what it was called. It was the orange cover.
If you know, put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments. But that's my favorite one from Fantasia because like 4 songs I particularly fucking love. When I See You, I started to play one at work the other day, but it was too sexy. I couldn't do that. I skipped that shit. But Fantasia had that one. Beyonce had her sophomore album also, B-Day, and B-Day slaps. It might be my favorite Beyonce album. It was just fun. She was being carefree and singing how she wanted to, singing loud and singing hard, but having fun with it. The instrumentation was great. It was just a fun album, and that's when everybody was allowed to like have records before she took over. Like during her second album, everybody could still get a piece of anything, you know. So she was still.
You still make $1.
Yeah, she was still parts of the music industry, not the music industry. Oh, yeah. But yeah, and that was the first album I think the first album ever where every song on the album they had a fucking video for. So yeah. So I might be wrong. Gotcha. I might be wrong, but I think that it's at least one of the first, if it's not the very first.
Just before YouTube came out, because that was 2007.
Yeah. So she that was a good ass album. And who else? Oh man, T.I. he had a sophomore album. Oh, it might be a start one. King. That was pretty cool. My mom had that one too. The Phoenix by Lyfe Jennings, good as fuck. I'm so mad I don't have that now. Cause I used to like rip him off the computer and put him on my jump drive or whatever, and I don't have that one. And my mom used to have that one, and it was good. Lyfe Jennings is like a singer and rapper. He can do both, and he's actually pretty good. And that Phoenix one was pretty good. And he went back to jail. He had to stop for a minute.
Damn.
But he's still making music. He's cool. He sing cool. But that Phoenix album was pretty good. Cherish, if y'all remember that. It was that Cherish is 4 sisters, and they had an R&B group. The youngest 2 were twins, which is kind of cute.
Is their last name Cherish?
No, I don't fucking know their last name. But that album was cool, very ATL, very mid 2000s, like very time capsule.
Yeah,
which is a good and bad thing sometimes.
I think so.
But that album was pretty cute. They had a couple songs that I particularly like on that one too. But yeah, 2006. Shanice had I think Shanice Wilson. She has a powerful voice. She never really popped, which is weird because she's gorgeous and she can fucking sing her ass off, and she seems really nice. So I don't know why she never really popped, but she had her album Every Woman Dreams. Let's see, 2006. We also had. I don't know. That's all that's coming to mind. But I know 2006 and 1996 are my favorite fucking years for music because we had so fucking much out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here we go. Monica, she had The Makings of Me, her 4th album. It wasn't that great, but it had some cute shit, but it wasn't like my favorite from her. One of my least favorites. And I'm a huge Monica fan. I'm a Dove. Her stands are called Dove. Let's talk about stan culture and stan names. The first time I really stan like a super crazy big fan. They don't have to be crazy, but
I got you.
Yeah, if you're like really into artists, you're part of their stan or whatever.
Gotcha.
Like the first time I heard about that was Beyonce with the Beehive. If you're a huge Beyonce fan,
gotcha. Yeah, that I did hear. Yeah, I didn't know they were called stans.
Yeah. So
that's a funny name.
Beyonce has the Beehive.
I would be so embarrassed if someone called me a stan.
Yeah,
for something.
I'm not a true stan because some of them can be like crazy, but like if it's a particular artist, I really love their artistry and like buy most of their shit. Yeah. I'm a stan for that person, whatever. I guess.
Why not?
But the Beehive is there. Beyonce has the Beehive. I'm not part of the Beehive, but I do like
She's great.
Yeah. These last few albums,
performer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's an amazing dancer. But these last few albums, they ain't really been hitting it for me. But like, I still.
I mean, she's been how many fucking albums has she had? It's like she's got
probably
what,
like 10 or something,
15, 16 fucking
Well,
Grammys.
we can go through it, bro. Oh yeah, wait, she got Grammys like that? Damn.
I don't know how many wins, but I know she's got several.
A lot of nominations. Yeah,
a bunch of noms. Yeah,
she's got she got at least 5 albums to herself, and her Destiny's Child shit, and the album she had with Jay-Z, The Carters, and the Black is King album, I guess, and the album with the other one for Lion King. That was that mostly her, or did she have another one in conjunction to that? She got about 8 albums.
that's it.
She got.
It's kind of
Probably
surprising. That's
probably
less
more.
than 1 a year.
She probably got like
music for like.
Yeah, she doesn't pop out music
Gotcha,
every year.
gotcha.
She totally doesn't.
That makes sense.
And she got Destiny Child stuff, so she's probably
She's got the fuck you money, so she didn't need to make no albums.
right. Yeah, she'll make the music she wants when she wants.
Yeah.
Same for Rihanna. She ain't about to. She making so much money with her makeup and clothing line and shit.
I didn't know she had.
Her fans is sad. Her fans is like kind of annoyed with her because like she's not about to release any music, and they like, bitch, where is the?
Yeah, she was popping out hits, dude.
That was the one who was doing it every year for a while. For like maybe
Drake too,
maybe 6, 7, 8 years, she was popping out an album every year.
Yeah.
And she always has some bops too. Like her fans are called the Navy, but yeah, Rihanna
That's
definitely.
Cool. The Rihanna Navy. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Her fans
That's
are called
funny
the
because
Navy.
she played a seaman in a movie where she was
Battleship.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know it exists.
It's a good movie. It was.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
How was she in it? Was she alright?
She was pretty good. Yeah. A bit like kind of forced. Like she was really. She didn't seem like she was in it. It was her body that was doing the work. So you kind of tell.
Did she keep her accent or no?
Faking. No.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't think she did. Which is good. If she did, I just don't remember.
I liked her in Bates Motel. She did an okay job there. I was nice to see her on
Bates
that.
Motel.
Remember that show about the?
Oh yeah. About what led up to the most infamous killer movie.
Have you seen that?
No.
Psycho.
The kid from I do know who's in it though. The kid from Charlie and the Chocolate, not Willy Wonka, but Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's him.
That's
Fucker.
him. Yeah, and from Finding Neverland with Johnny Depp.
You should have watched Bates Motel sometime if you want to watch something creepy.
I do need to. I love
his
that
mom
actor.
is like.
Really.
Yeah, she's like intense. Marissa Farmiga, I think her name is, or Teresa, something like that. She's an actress we really
great.
like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you do want to watch it? Like I
should.
She's weird at first season.
Really
but, like,
wanted to see it.
You should watch it. You catch it. I used to rent it from.
I love those actors. That kid is incredible. That kid in that fucking show. I've not seen the show, in fairness, but I've seen him in other stuff, and he is so genuine and so intense.
Oh, yeah.
And so like for a young actor, like he is not faking it at all. This kid's just
talented.
all trailer park beat. Like he's got the whole I've experienced everything fucking attitude. I'd love to see him. You know I am gonna catch a couple episodes.
Go ahead, look that up and see where it's on.
sure.
Where it's at, because I'm pretty sure you'll like it.
I think it was running for a while now.
They had 5 seasons.
Oh, okay.
They finished a few years ago.
Yeah, did they? I wonder like how they finished.
Just what? Just
All right,
take your time.
I'm gonna watch the first and the last episode. That's what I'm gonna
right.
do.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird, but yeah.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts.
But we like
That's gonna be
Marissa Farmiga, so I suggest that first episode and then keep going if you like it. I think you'll like it.
I love the cast because I was reading through the IMDb the one day and I was looking through the cast list. It's got a very impressive list. I'm surprised Vince Vaughn doesn't make an appearance in it. Does he? Is he in it at all?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised.
I think it's mostly TV actors.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah, Vince Vaughn was in the
remake from '98 or something.
Yeah.
I heard it was exactly shot for shot, and like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Pretty close.
Anne Hesh was in there or whatever. She was.
Yeah.
Marion Chambers or whoever the fuck.
Yep. She was good in that. They added. I don't remember. Viggo Mortensen was in it too. For a little bit. For like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I never seen it, but I heard it was exactly shot for shot, which is like uninspiring.
I haven't seen the original, so I'm not sure.
You haven't seen the original Psycho?
No, I've only seen like when I did, I was so fucking young and I didn't see the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I just remember the last like part of it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, is it? But I got 2 things I gotta fucking catch up on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch Bates Motel first, and then the original Psycho.
It kind of bleeds into that.
Yeah, because I know it's a prequel. The show is a prequel. It shows him growing up as a fucking psycho.
But back to stands, we covered Beyonce, Rihanna.
Yeah.
The Barbs is Nicki Minaj fans.
Okay.
And the Barbs and the Beehive, they can be kind of crazy.
I like
so
Minaj.
like those are really the only ones who are kind of crazy.
Gotcha.
But let me think who else we have.
Britney Spears. What are those called?
I don't know if they have names. I don't know.
They should. They fucking should.
They should, because she was one of the biggest stars for like years in music history. She was
highest
pretty
paid.
big. She's got a whole page, I'm sure. No.
Check IMDb. Check IMDb. Or Google it. I'm going to get some water while you do that. Daddy's got to hydrate so we can drink more this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a celebration party for celebrating our episode release. How about that?
Looking up Britney fan names. Do they have a name? Really? Britney Army? That's kind of boring. Not Spears, not Spearheads or anything.
Well, there's the Rihanna Navy and the Britney Army.
Right.
Something stolen here.
I got a whole list of these I can read after I read the ones I actually fucking know first.
Got the Britney Army and the Rihanna Navy.
Well, they just call the Rihanna's fans the Navy, though.
Gotcha.
But we got those. For Faith Evans, we're called Faithfuls, and I was raised on Faith Evans, so I consider myself a faithful, and I bought most of her shit. And
I'm a maggot. That's a Slipknot fan.
Okay. Little Dicky, his fans are called Dickheads. Remember I told you that?
Oh yeah, that's hysterical.
Right.
That is so fucking funny.
Tamar has Tay Martians, which I think is kind of funny.
I do like that one.
She has a good voice, but I'm not really a fan like that. But she's so over the top. She's like a super flamboyant gay man inside a woman's body. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna show you a video of her, so you can see.
Okay.
Goddamn. Right? But I wish her the best. She's been having some mental problems. I wish her the best, though.
Gotcha.
Like,
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, she a lot, but she don't deserve nothing bad to happen to her. We like her. I still kind of like her. She's funny.
Yeah, I like all kinds of shit.
She's extra as fuck, but she's still funny, and she's got a great voice.
Not even country anymore is off limits for me. I used to be like, I listen to anything but country. Now I'm starting to like country.
It's some stuff. Do you know LeAnn Rimes? She got a good voice.
Yes, I do. Yeah,
I fuck with her because they played her in a Moesha episode, so that's how I discovered her.
I was pissed when the guy did Achy Break Your Heart. What's his name? Billy Ray Cyrus did a collaboration with another guy, and they did Old Town Road.
Lil Nas X, yeah.
Lil Nas, yeah. Awesome fucking country song. They got snubbed at
the
Country Music Awards.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah, totally. Everyone thought that was bullshit.
That was bullshit.
Everyone thought
it didn't have enough country elements. Fuck you.
Such
Fuck
bullshit.
you.
Such
with y'all country pop, this country.
It was everything fucking country about it, dude.
Right. It was. That was
even
bullshit.
Lil Nas X.
That was just blatant racism.
Country as fuck.
Like, that was just bullshit.
It was some.
That was like favoritism. Yeah, that was
totally
discrimination. Remember when Beyonce did? She did a country performance somewhere, and they like booed her off the stage or whatever the fuck. What was that? The Super Bowl or something? What was that? It was something, and they was not with it. They were not with it. And that's Beyonce, the fucking queen.
That's true.
So like,
they don't call him Beehive for no reason. You'll get stung, bitch.
Right.
I have no idea. I don't remember her getting booed off stage.
I don't think she got booed off stage, but they were giving her flat shit and booing her.
Yeah, I don't think she would have left anyway. She'd be like, "Fuck y'all, I'm finishing my show.
Right.
I'm here for me now, y'all."
But yeah, Faith Evans has the Faithfuls, and I'm a Faithful because my mom had all her shit in the 90s, so I remember her. That was like one of my first big, consistent, like, you know her voice,
Yeah.
Like that. And Monica has Doves, I mentioned. Who else is there?
There's
Kiki Wyatt.
That's like 80.
Kiki Wyatt calls us Sugars. I think she does. Because her country crazy ass. I love her, though. She's so...
I wonder what Miley Cyrus fans are.
I don't give a fuck. Latoya Luckett, she calls us Love Bugs sometimes, but I don't know if that's a...
I like Miley Cyrus.
Who else do we have?
Who else would have Uber fans? Oh, what about, damn, what is her name from Queen of the Stone Age? Or, Queen of the Dam, excuse me.
Oh, Aaliyah? Yeah. She doesn't have any...
Damn, that's surprising!
Yeah, but she did have a huge fan base, like a younger artist, especially like a couple years ago. If you say anything negative about her, they would roast your ass. Like, I
don't see there being anything negative to say about her. Even if I try to look for something, with the exception of her taste in men, I don't have anything bad to say about her.
It's just that people want to,
except for Damn Dash, love you, Damn Dash.
The people passed on. Like people want to like make their careers bigger than what they actually were. It just makes you sound like an insecure fucking fan.
Oh yeah.
So like, don't let it be what it was.
Right.
If that artist had what they had, it was successful.
Yeah,
but they weren't like number one. Let's just stop. Okay, let's be real and let's respect their legacy.
Yeah,
and love it for what it was. You know, be a real fan, be an honest person. People like a lot of young people like to hype shit up. That's not what it was. You wasn't even born. So shut the fuck up. If Beyonce, if Aaliyah was here, Beyonce would be nothing. I'm like, okay, first off, no.
Yeah.
I actually like Aaliyah's music. I feel like more connected to Aaliyah's music. I probably listen to more Aaliyah than Beyonce, but I think Beyonce's a better singer. But it doesn't matter. Like, just be fucking real about it. Like, that's
Beyonce.
not...
Plus, Beyonce has much. Not that Aaliyah wouldn't, but Beyonce has a much bigger range with her music. Aaliyah would just R&B. Mm-hmm. Not a bad thing. I'm sure she would have developed differently.
Right.
You know, as she progressed, much like Beyonce, how she progressed. But Beyonce just bigger. Her audience
more
level
mainstream.
was much more mainstream. Aaliyah was just diving in the complete opposite direction, developing her own thing, being very avant-garde. So her fan base was literally limited.
Because of the music genre.
Not a bad thing, but that's what made her so popular.
Right.
In my opinion, was like her kind of a mystery in the beginning of her career. Very much a mystery.
She was mystique.
Yeah. Her acting career? Fuck! God, can we not talk about that all day?
I know.
Oh, and she was only in like 3 fucking movies. 2 or 3.
So she was going to be in more.
That's right. Matrix. She was going to be in 2 and 3 of The Matrix. She was going to be who...
that fits her so perfectly. Goddamn.
Oh, I know. God, she would have been great in that.
I think Jada Pinkett replaced her, right?
Yeah, Jada was great. Mm-hmm. She's a phenomenal actress. Very internalized, very intense. But that was going to be Aaliyah's role. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, her breakout film role was with
Romeo Must Die.
Jackie Chan. Yeah. Not Jackie Chan.
Jet Li.
Jet Li. Thank you. Yeah,
just kidding.
Totally. Romeo Must Die. Yeah, she was great in that.
She was great in that. She
cool
the movie was kind of but like her performance.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, right.
Her performance is good. She kind of just played a nice girl, kind of played herself, but like when it was emotional scenes, those were real tears and stuff. So that's impressive. And when she was angry. Like she did a good job. She did.
I was very much convinced. Mm-hmm. There was a lot going on internally that she really was able to project externally. There's a lot going on. Like her character was there, tactics were there. She had it all, man.
She did. I'm so mad. She was gonna be Sparkle, the movie that came out with Whitney Houston eventually in like 2008, and the character she was gonna play was the lead character, Sparkle, of course, and that ended up being played by Jordan Sparks. God, that name. I heard that name in a minute. But she was gonna play that. She was gonna play. I heard she was gonna play Honey in that Jessica Alba movie. Jessica Alba movie from 2003. Jessica Alba was a dancer, so I was like, I can see Aaliyah doing that. Yeah, it's cute.
I just don't remember.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it was a cute movie. Actually, Missy was in it, and
yeah,
you know that was like her best friend. You know, that was her producer.
Okay.
That might have some credibility just because Missy's in it. I don't know. And the character was a dancer trying to come up. Like, so
that makes sense.
That totally could be Aaliyah.
Was Aaliyah a dancer? I know she danced, but was she like a dancer?
Yeah, she was. She was a dancer. She was good with the choreography. She knew how to move. Yeah,
definitely.
So yeah, you would put singer, dancer, actress on her. Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely a dancer.
She easily would have worked her way up to the academies for something.
Oh my god, she
would have transitioned.
Her acting career would have eclipsed her music career.
Definitely.
And her music career was impressive. She was one of the top 3 R&B teen queens, but like her acting was like
it's good, it's consistent checks, you're in, you're out, it's low commitment, fuck yeah.
Right. And she was one of the first ones to really do the I'm in my movies and I'm doing music for the movies. Like, not a lot of people doing that.
She did a song, I think for Queen of the Dam, maybe?
She did try again. Yeah, she did try again for Queen of the Dam. Timbaland produced that one for her.
Okay.
And that was on the album, the soundtrack. And I don't know if she did any more for that specific soundtrack, but it was part of it, and that was huge. Yeah. That was a huge record, a huge video. Everybody's talking about the video. And
it's not uncommon for the musician become actor to do music for the film or for other films.
Because like that was like early 2000s. Not too many people did that. Like Whitney Houston did it for The Bodyguard. But, yeah. That
movie was originally The Bodyguard. That movie was written like decades before. Like we're talking 70s. Which would have starred like
I didn't know that.
Yeah. In the 70s, early 80s, that was gonna star
Cher. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Medina. No,
Damn, actually, I can't remember. Anyway, I think it was gonna be a white singer, a black bodyguard. I think. Something like that. I could be wrong on that, but I do want to look it up. But they were afraid of discussing those kinds of things on film. They didn't. I mean, in the 70s, early 70s. In fact, I think it was 1968 specifically. The year is when it was just then able for blacks to marry whites legally. So prior to that, if you were black and you were with a white person, you couldn't get married. But it took the gay community till 2016 for whatever the fuck reason. So 90s when they actually did it, they're like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Let's push the boundaries. Let's figure it out. Let's get Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston and see what the fuck happens.
Right?
It was an awesome movie. It was called Bodyguard, right?
Yeah, The Bodyguard. I don't think I watched it as an adult. My mom said her acting was alright, whatnot.
Right, yeah, it was.
But the story was cute. Oh, actually,
definitely.
I remember seeing some of it, and they like unceremoniously like played her singles from that soundtrack like in the movie. Like they just kind of threw it away. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like all over that song. That movie had her music all over it.
Yeah. She had at least 5 songs.
Sounds about right.
And then she had
probably the end credits too, I think.
Yeah. She had 5 or 6 songs that she sang herself, and then the rest was like, I don't know if they were instrumentals or from other artists, but like I remember that because I have that album. But yeah, the first 4 songs, fire. Oh, one of the best. That's why she's called The Voice. But love her so much. Let's talk about first albums, like first albums you remember getting. Maybe your parents got them for you, or tell me the first album you got with your own money if you can remember any of that shit.
Own Money was a Slipknot album. It's their self-titled Slipknot album. Yeah,
is it their first one?
Intense. Self-titled, yeah, it's typically their first. Yeah.
Debut,
well, I should say this is their first album in mainstream. Before the Sean, the percussionist and drummer at the time, when he developed Slipknot, had a different singer. That singer left. They got a new one. They found Corey Taylor. Then they became Slipknot, more mainstream.
Nice.
That's when that self-titled album came up. Was like their first official Slipknot album into the mainstream metal. Like Slipknot brought metal to the mainstream. It had already been pretty mainstream with other bands in some ways, but it was predominantly underground, much like. Trent Reznor with 9 Inch Nails, not underground, very mainstream, but had a select audience, who then signed. Trent Reznor helped get Marilyn Manson signed, his name is Brian Warner.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is 90s?
Yeah, it's 90s. Yep,
90s T.
Yep. And then through that, me being a part of that, like genre growing up, being 12, 13 years old, going to all these crazy shows with my brother or with my dad when he was in town, or my brother or my mom would take me with my friends and we'd go see these, whatever. But I remember the first album was a self-titled Slipknot album. And there's 9 people in this band, which makes them basically an orchestra. I've never really heard of that. I think Mushroomhead has
Dirty Dozen right there.
Yeah. But they're just huge bands, an orchestra of metal. There was 2 percussionists, 2 guitarists, a drummer on top of that, a singer plus backup singers, and a bassist, and a DJ.
Goddamn.
Fucking everything. Fucking everything. Imagine recording that fucking
Jesus, album. Imagine cutting up that check. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, really. It's 9 ways. It never splits right.
Right.
But yeah, with merchandise and shit like that,
right,
I guess it'd be alright. Yeah, really.
That's dope.
But that's the one I remember.
Slipknot.
Yeah, they're intense.
So it's 9 of them, you said.
Usually, 9 members. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, their bassist died. I think in a car crash or something. I don't remember. It was really sad. And then they had some creative differences with their drummer, Joey Jordison. So he went and did his own band, much like Corey Taylor did Stone Sour. Joey Jordison did Murder Dolls. And then once they replaced the drummer, Joey came back as a percussionist and I think a guitarist because he played guitar and shit. But I've seen Murder Dolls, I've seen Slipknot, I've seen Alice fucking Cooper, I've seen Rob Zombie. Ooh, that's another thing we'll talk about.
Robert Zombie?
You're right. If we have time, we'll maybe talk about what concerts we've been to. But that was the first album I remember buying.
I went to New York after what was it called? after 9/11, and we went to Ground Zero. We saw all that stuff, and we went to a music store somewhere during the trip, and I got Ashanti's first album.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just self-titled debut.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
It was called Ashanti, and then I also got Ludacris. It was probably his third album, Chicken and Beer. I had to get that, so I didn't see much today.
That sounds like an awesome album.
It actually was.
Yeah.
Who let these hoes in my room? Did you let them in? Like, it was. I'm gonna play that for you before you leave, bitch. I got you. But like, that album was actually pretty good.
I'm in.
That Ashanti album, it was like soothing and mesmerizing. She was all young. She had that fresh pussy and stuff.
Ooh.
And
Freshly trimmed.
I had a straight person crush on her. I'm not gonna lie, but she was everywhere. She even did a Buffy episode. Like, she was everywhere.
Nice.
She was everything. She blew up. She even had awards when she first came out. Some people were shading her because they didn't think she could sing that well. But she was like the new pop princess. You know,
Gotcha.
after early 2000s, we had lost Aaliyah and Left Eye. We needed something fresh.
Yeah.
We got her and we got Tweet. But yeah, Ashanti
Both
really,
of them fucking died terribly.
Yeah.
Both of them, man. I think Left Eye was in a fire, right?
Nah, well, probably
Oh, no,
fire.
her house burned down, but that's
She
right.
accidentally burned her.
Oh, okay,
boyfriend's
okay.
house. It was a crash. She was in another country, I think, but it was a car crash. It was
Oh,
fucked up.
shitty.
Yeah, it was other people in the car. She was the only one who passed. It was sad.
Damn.
Like, it was like I think April 2002. I think I want to say. I don't know, but it was really sad.
Leo
That was a
was
sad time for
crash.
music.
Yeah.
Sad music for the world because 9/11 had.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hold on. 9/11. Damn it. 9/11 happened, and then Tweet Rang, the Yellow Power Ranger, she died a few days.
Fuck yeah!
She died a few days after
Man.
9/11. What the fuck? And then Aaliyah died on August 25th, 2001. I remember that. It was my brother's birthday. What the fuck? So I remember that. So that's like 2 deaths plus many deaths of Americans. That's sad as hell. Months later, I'm pretty sure it was in April 2002 that we lost Left Eye. We lost her. It was a sad ass, depressing ass time.
Fuck yeah.
God, where was I going with this? But yeah, it was sad as fuck.
It was a terrible decade.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
For sure.
my first Ashanti's debut was the first album that I had, and it was a pretty solid debut. She had some a lot of ballads that I really liked. She cracked me up. Ashanti's funny sometimes. She's like, what's she saying? Oh yeah, she was talking about this guy. She was like, me and this guy had this weird relationship. And one time I remember it was pouring rain and I was knocked out. He called me. He said he just had to see me. So it was like, whenever you would call, I'd come running. Like, she's just so silly. Like, but like she has some skits up in there. And yeah, it was just a good ass album. That Chicken and Beer album was good as fuck too. Those were like my two albums I bought the same day with my own money, like a grown up, like a big boy. So I always remember those. Shout out to Ashanti. She was one of my favorites. To this day, I'm kind of mad at her because she had 4 albums in the first decade she came out, and then 2000. We had to wait till 2014 for her to come out with something new. It was a big ass gap between 2008 and 2014. In 2014, Braveheart, it was a really good album. I really do like it.
It's called Braveheart?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's got 2 songs that I absolutely love on there. And the rest are okay. The rest are pretty good. But damn, 1 album for 1 decade? Bitch, I'm about to fight you. I'm about to fight you. I love you, but I'm about to fight you. But we need more. We just got a couple singles after that, but I'm going to need some more. Because Maya, she's been independent too. And she puts out something every year. If it ain't a whole album, you getting the EP, at least a single, a couple singles. So you getting something. Maya's going to give you something. We're going to talk about her because that's my bitch too. But yeah, those are my first albums. And they were fun as fuck. Want to talk about first concerts?
Yeah.
What was your first concert,
Mine. Holy shit. It was this really great gospel choir singing group. No, I'm just kidding. How old was I? I think I was like 8 or 9.
That's hot.
And my dad picked us up in Cleveland. We went to New York to go to, I think, a Styx concert. Styx or someone like that, some 80s group. Yeah, I was like 8 or 9, so they were still doing music. Ooh, I think it was Motley Crue. I think it was Motley fucking Crue.
Yeah. Motley Crue.
It was Motley fucking
now
Crue.
They
Now I'm
are a
thinking about it.
band.
Yeah, they are a major rock band. They started, I think, in the 80s, maybe 90s.
8 of them? 6?
4. I think 4. Yeah, 4 or 5.
They're all males.
Yep, they still all do music together for over 20 years.
Ooh, they got good chemistry and everything.
Yeah. So we had never been to New York before. I'm fucking 8, 9 years old, never been up there. So we go to New York. We get our hotel, whatever. We go. Dad gives us our tickets. You gotta hold on to that ticket. You know how parents are. You gotta hold on to this. Keep it safe, or someone's gonna kidnap you, and you'll never be allowed in anywhere. And I'll never trust you again.
Okay, like all that shit.
Right. So we go. We get some food. We eat. We go in there, and it is fucking packed, and people are going fucking nuts. I never been to a concert before. I didn't know what to expect. So we're going through. We're in there. My dad puts me on his shoulders, and we're kind of rocking out. But I just remember us trying to go through this crowd of people. My dad kept using my brother and I as like a shtick to get closer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So hey, with my kids' first show. It's Motley Crue. Hey, with my kids' first show. Come on through. So people were kind of letting us go through the crowd a little bit. Yeah. But it was a really cool show, man. They put on a show. They really, even now that they're sober. I don't know if they were sober at the time, but but it was a really good show. I remember very well. I had never been to New York, so I had never been out there. So it was like first time I was ever in New York. First time seeing Motley Crue.
Right.
It was pretty sweet.
That's fancy. That's special.
Yeah, my dad would always wear his fatigues out in New York too. Whenever we'd go out there, or in Cleveland, he'd wear his fatigues. And my dad was a military guy. He was in the military for like 20 years. So even if he was on leave, sometimes if he wanted to save a couple bucks, he would wear his fatigues. We'd go to a restaurant, someone would always pick up the fucking tab.
Oh,
always pick up the tab.
Dope.
Anytime he was...
it's the least you can do, guys.
You're right.
Anytime he what?
He was... He lived in Norfolk, Virginia. He was on the USS Enterprise before they decommissioned it, which is just a giant ship. The Enterprise was one of the ship. The George Washington, I think, was still in service at the time, but they were using it for parts, I think, when I remember seeing it. He was on the USS Enterprise at the time. He would always get to and from New York for whatever reason. He would always be stationed either in Norfolk or New York, whatever. They would always have him traveling. But he was a navigational specialist. Now, what his real title was, I don't know. He was listed as like an E3 or an E4 or something like that. It's like a first or second class petty officer. I just can't remember. The specific. I've never been in the military. I don't know how that works. Right. Whatever. But so he was in New York, and he was telling us his story. He went to this bar and he's pounding drinks with him and his buddies. They're ordering all this food and stuff, and they're going to pay the tab. And they're pulling out cash because it's before credit cards and all the e-payments and shit. So they're pulling out a couple lots of cash, whatever. They're getting things paid, and the waitress says, "Oh no, don't worry about it, guys. Some gentleman paid your tab and left." And they're like, "Who?" No, he was having a drink, paid this tab, paid his tab, and then left. So you're good, guys. Like, okay. So obviously they didn't tip either, but okay. Right. Actually, I don't know if they tipped or not. I hope he fucking did. That happened to me. My cousin paid I had a $110 tab at a bar, but I was buying food and drinks for me and Daryl. It was like our date night weekend thing. So we went to Go Ape, which is fucking awesome. Check out my YouTube for the video. I posted a video of us at Go Ape.
It's a super cool video, guys.
Dude, it was fucking so much fun. But anyway, so my cousin, military guy, had a great career, and I was actually buying him drinks. I wanted to get him like a couple beers and a drink. I haven't seen him in a while, but we were at fucking Fatheads, and that's just expensive there. And it kind of caught up to me because he and I were going beer for beer, shot for shot, plus food at a brewery. So it wasn't like a hole in the wall bar. It was a restaurant.
Restaurant.
So, but the fucking tab comes like $114. I'm grabbing my card and getting some cash out, and he's like, "No, I got it." Pays $114 tab like it's nothing. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Wow. So I tipped the guy. My point of the story was I tipped the guy $20. I gave him a $20 tip. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's just kind of the safe thing to do. Is like, if I'm saving $100, I can pop the guy an extra $20. I think I actually gave him like $25. But so, moral of the story: if someone else paid your tab, tip well. Unless your waitress is a dick, then give him like a $1 bill flipped over into a cup of water.
Yeah, or crumbled up, whichever's more fun for you. Yeah. Be creative. Teach the bitch a lesson. Teach the dude asshole a lesson. Whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah, let him know how we feel about non-tippers or shitty waitresses.
My first concert was with Daryl. He owed me $20, and
really,
he won these concert tickets. Remember those?
You told me about that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
he won those concert tickets. Actually, his manager at H&M won those concert tickets.
Oh, that's right. I do remember.
Yeah.
Some of this, but please refresh my memory.
Yeah. She wanted to sell them because there were 2 tickets and her and her husband didn't want to go. And she wanted to sell them, but she couldn't really get a seller, so I think she just gave them to Daryl or something.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and he was like, Ed, do you want to go these so I don't have to pay you that $20? I was like, sure. Like, I'm not even super into Nicki Minaj at the time. I like her; she's got some cute hits.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, sure, that sounds fun. And
That's a good deal.
yeah, we went, and this was probably like 2015, 14, 15, 16.
Sounds about right.
I want to say 15. I don't know.
That was 6 years ago. Fuck.
I know.
I mean, I'm older.
But we went there and we had seats. They were like pretty far back though. I mean, they were free.
Right.
They were free. The lady won them on a radio station, I think.
Yeah.
The manager lady. Anyway, so she just gave them to him, and the tickets were in like way in the back on the grass and stuff, not even seats. And
it was a stick in the dirt, and it was like the seat for that.
It was still a cute experience, but whatever. But they didn't play the one song I really wanted them to play. I think it was the Big Daddy song with her and Meek Mill when she was still dating him. But they played a snippet of a recording of it for like half a minute, and then they stopped, and I was pissed because like that was really the only song I really wanted you to, you fucking bitch, like. And she's got like a few.
The one thing you're good for.
Yeah, the one thing I really wanted to hear, and then you just teased me and then take it away.
That's funny.
Like you pull down your pants and then you let me finger one finger and then you're like, whoop, psych, and then just walk away. You pull up and walk away. What the fuck? But anyway, so that was annoying as fuck. But it was still a good time. Who was her headliner? She had 2 or 3 opening acts or something like that, and they did an okay job. I can't remember who they were. It was like for real, like 5-6 years ago. But it was a cute experience, wasn't all that. But yeah, I like Nicki Minaj. She has like a little handful of songs that I really like, and then a lot of passable ones, but it was cute.
That would be kind of cool.
And that's the only concert I went to. I wanted to go. Oh my god, I wanted to go to this for like 2 years. My lame ass just said no, but I wanted to go to this Monica concert. It was Monica and a couple other R&B acts for like 2 years in Cleveland or somewhere, and I could never get anybody to go with me because nobody likes R&B in my friend group really but me. And like for 2 years, I just could have went 2 years in a row. I let it pass. I didn't get to see Monica, my dumbass. And then I went to see Miguel last year. It was either last year or this year, maybe last year though. But I couldn't get anybody to go with me. I think I got broke at the time. Actually, I couldn't afford to go. But I wanted to do that one too. But like, I couldn't do that either. So I was like, and now I can't do any unless they do these online ones.
Yeah.
You just pay a little bit of money, like something cheap, and then you can watch a live one on Instagram or something like that they do. Or Meg Thee Stallion did it, and people loved it.
Huh.
But yeah, that was the only concert I've been to. But
my buddy, shit, I'm joking. I think I do that every episode. A friend of mine won. I think it was either a Perfect Circle or Tool. It's the same guy, just kind of different people. He has like 3 different bands. He won Tool concert tickets, right? So he went to go return his tickets because he had just won tickets, on the show. So he's like, all right, great, I got free tickets.
hell yeah.
They spent like $200-$300 on tickets to the show, right? And then when they go to return their tickets, they're like looking at the tickets they won, and they were all the way in the fucking nosebleeds. Like, they were shitty fucking seats. Not like seats like in the back. Like, seats in the back, up top, in the rafters, like on the roof. Fucking seats.
Like, why'd you even make those seats?
Yeah, really. Right? Yeah. And I was like, that's what this radio station bought? I mean...
Yeah, fuckers. Like, don't even bother.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't give me, like, a shitty gift. It's like giving me moldy bread.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then telling me to make a sandwich. Like,
Give me a fucking Chipotle gift card, bitch.
Right.
That's less insulting.
Don't give me like a $5 Chipotle gift card because you know I'm going to have to put in the rest for my meal. Fuck me.
That would be less offensive,
so
though.
Yeah.
But that would piss me off, though. Like,
I told him just to hold on to him some at the event because there's going to be someone out there wanting to get a ticket.
Did he do that?
He hasn't gone yet.
Cause like, okay. Cause like, I don't want to go to a concert and have to be so far back that I'm watching it on the screen. Fuck that.
Yeah. I don't want to go to a live show to watch TV.
Exactly. Like, I'll pay the way more money to be way closer. Okay.
We did that.
I want to smell you. Okay.
At a corn concert. I was.
Corn.
I was still in high school. It was like my 4th, 5th show at the time, maybe more. I don't remember. But it was at the Cavelli Center. At the time, it was called the Chevy Center. I think at the time.
Maybe.
Something like that. Anyway, so we get there and we have actually pretty okay tickets. They were $30 at the door, no big deal. They were seated seats, but they were kind of a little far back, but not bad. Mm-hmm. Like I still got good view of the audience, good view of the stage. Yeah. Not terribly far back, not terribly close though either. Well, it's also used as a hockey rink.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, but they took the glass down obviously because it's for the show. They don't want the glass getting all fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's this short like lip to the inside of the general seating area. So it's me, 3 rows up, and then a short lip, and then 1 security guard that's like playing on his fucking phone. Wow. So like this is fucking perfect. So it was me and my 3 friends. One of them unfortunately died. But me and my 3 friends, so we go down to the lip. We're just sitting there like fake talking, like, oh, hey, how's your day? Oh, yeah, dicks, fart, whatever. And then as soon as that security guard went back to looking at his phone and looking around or, pretending to not give a fuck, we hopped right the fuck over that bitch. Went right into general seating, went all the way in the middle of the audience, and people were smoking cigarettes and weed, and some people were smuggling in booze. This one we could still smoke publicly, by the way. So we're in the middle, general seating, Korn's about to start. One of the bands, I think it was either 10 Years, was playing some other band. It's actually really good. So we're listening to them, we're jamming out, we're smoking a joint with some random guy. This is when no one, worried about sharing cigarettes either. We're smoking cigarettes, and then we're like, we're hungry. It's like, all right, we wait for the security guard to, play with his phone. We jump back over, go get food, come back in. So we spent $30 at the door. Mm-hmm. And I think the tickets. Oh my god. That one night. What? Look at God, looking at you. Oh, the God, what else that? Oh, man. Yeah. I'm listening to Khalil. I love Khalil. Yes. This guy's voice. I'm gonna look it up right now. Took a screenshot of it, because I wanted to look up the song. I like that shit. Oh, here we go. Drifting, I think it is. Let's see. Drifting. Nate Iceland. And he did a song called Drifting. It's really, really good. It was on a movie I just saw recently that I really liked. Yeah. I really liked the movie. Yeah, so I like that.
Okay. Well, some of my favorites. The favorites that I'm really into right now, that have kind of been put on my list this last year or two. Megan Thee Stallion, like everything she does is like kind of fire. Like all her shit, and her hooks be catchy as fuck. I can remember my slow ass can memorize that shit. It's fun. Sure. It's fun to dance to. It's fun to get ratchet to. Like, and all her stuff ain't completely sexual. Some of it's just like hood in general, but like her shit is like fucking. She's just fucking great. I really like her shit. I like her personality and stuff. She's great. I just really like Megan Thee Stallion. Her body is ridiculous. Like, oh my god. But
name a song of hers. I can't think of who that is.
Oh, okay. She got "Don't Stop" with Young Thug. That's a new one. Okay. Like a month. It's been out for a month. Oh, yeah, she got B.I.T.C.H. Savage. She had Savage remix with Beyonce. That was fire. I think that went to #1. That was her dream to do it because they're both from Houston, Texas. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they're both from Houston. I know she's from Texas, definitely, but I think she's also from Houston, just like Beyonce is.
Gotcha.
And she said in the interview once she would really like to work with Beyonce one day.
Yeah.
And she got her wish, and it went to #1. So like, damn, bam. Like, yeah. So good for her. So Megan Thee Stallion is somebody I'm really listening to these days. For a while now. And Ari motherfucking Lennox, she is everything. Out of all the younger, newer singers, especially for the females, she is just so fucking great. Like I just love her sound. I just love what she does. She's just so creative. And like, if you watch her Instagram, she is funny as shit. She's gorgeous. She's ex-military. She's just an interesting girl. She's very smart and very funny. Like, she is just great. I can't say enough about Ari Lennox. And that Shea Butter Baby is fucking gold. Oh my god, I waited so long to buy that album. Cheap Lazy Ass was just streaming it and listening to it, but I was like, nah, I like fucking need this album. So I bought it digitally like a month ago and everything. Nice. I just got a new apartment. Oh my god, that apartment song. Oh, I wish that was out when I had my first apartment. But when I get my next apartment or whatever, I'm gonna play the fuck out of that song. She said $1 She said I got a Dollar Tree wine glass in the air. Like, bitch, so relatable. So relatable. Like, oh my god.
I'd rock a Dollar Tree fucking wine glass in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna walk around naked, do cartwheels and shit, pop my woo-ha in the air. Like, she just don't. Oh my gosh, she's so fun. She's like, you got a problem? Get the fuck out my apartment. Like, that whole song is just so fun.
Yeah.
But the whole album is just like her whole experience as a black woman. It's just really good. It's just really good. Anybody can relate to it though, because like it's just really honestly about being young. But like, it's just so good. She's just so great. And, of course, Mariah Carey is probably my #1 favorite, actually, if I had to pick a number. But, she had the Rarities album that came out, like, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've been playing the fuck out of that. And the Rarities is basically, a cool concept album. Like, check this out. It's like, it's songs that weren't put on, that she had since 1990. Mm-hmm. That weren't put on her albums that she put out for whatever reason, for timing, or it maybe just didn't fit. Or they didn't want too many songs for whatever reason. Maybe the content didn't fit. Because there's a couple songs like, oh, these are kind of dark. I see why you didn't put them on that fluffy album. Like, right. I see why you didn't put them on Music Box. Like, that was more of a lighthearted, sweet, and believe in yourself type of album. You know, like, about friendship and shit. So, like, friendship. So, right. So, I see why you didn't, like, put that. So, these were, like, about 15 songs. The first 13 were songs that weren't put on the album for some reason. And then song 14 is a new song that she released. It's okay. Save the day. And then the 15 is Close My Eyes, which is the acoustic song. She does it acoustically. She sings it live, like right now. She probably sang it earlier this year or something like that. And it's pretty good. Close My Eyes is kind of like probably the theme song of her fucking life. It's sad. It's beautiful. It's just... Gotcha. It's just what it is. She's sharing her fucking soul with you. So it was great to see a live version of that that this can be put on your phone. So like let me tell you real quick, just a couple songs. Tracks 3 and 4, fucking fire, nonstop. I play them. Do You Think of Me? It is beautiful. It is I don't know, like it was a love that could never happen, Romeo and Juliet type of shit, and like we're not together, so you know we got to move on. But do you think about me when you're doing this? When you're with somebody else, do you think about me? Because I think about you, and we see my dreams. But that, and then the other one, number 4, is Everything Fades Away, which is I don't really know if I can really explain it, but it's you know, everything fades away, like
that's true.
Whatever, but it's just beautifully sung. She has some a male background vocalist who gives you a little bit. It's just very well put together. So those are 3 that I listen to, and some other people that I really love and respect. LaToya Luckett, I just love her story as like an outcast and how she worked her way up to be a great singer and a great actress. Honestly, out of all the Destiny's Children who got put in the orphanages and the ones who got to stay, like
who survived.
She's the best. She's the best actress out of all 6 of them.
Gotcha.
Honestly, because she brings it. And as far as a singer, she can kind of, to me, hold her own. She's soprano, but anyway, she's one of my favorites. I have all 3 of her albums. I can't wait for her to release the next one because I think the last one came out in 2017. She made us wait like 9 years, bro.
Holy shit!
She made us wait 9 years, but
I'm trying to think who else waited a while.
Right, nice. But like it was cool though. But she has 3 albums I really love them all, especially that first one. But I love LaToya Luckett. Miguel, he has like a soul R&B rock type of vibe.
Yeah.
I think he said his dad used to love rock and roll. His dad's Mexican, his mom's black. And his dad used to love rock and roll, so that's where he gets his influence from. I like to know where they get which parent or whoever gave them their influence, crazy auntie, whoever. But I have all 4 of his albums. I was a little disappointed in his newest one because I didn't connect with it that well because the third one right before that in 2015, Wild Heart, fucking everything. I loved it so much. That first album was pretty good too. That second album was pretty good, but that third one is like one of my favorite albums of that fucking decade. Like, it really was. Wild Heart is everything. And his fourth one was pretty good. It grew on me, but it just wasn't... I was expecting the world. But,
I used to be really weird about music. If I didn't like every song, then I couldn't, like, 100%
Oh, no,
like
yeah.
the artist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, not so much. Like, there's always going to be...
Especially nowadays, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're not going to love...
You're just going to churn it out. What are you going to do?
It's songs that I skip on a lot of albums.
Yeah.
It's a handful of songs that I love every single track, like a handful. And then there's some that I love, like, have to skip a couple. You know,
right.
Whatever. Miguel is a big musician that I like. Jasmine Sullivan, oh my god, she is that bitch too. Like, she kind of reminds me of Ari. They need to do like a duet or something. But she kind of gives you Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu a little bit. She has a strong, deep, soulful voice, and she's so young and pretty though. You wouldn't think that will come out of her voice, but it does. And I remember it was like 2008 when she dropped her debut album, and they showed her so much love around here. 107.9, and they played the shit out of Need You Bad because it was a banger. They played the shit out of it, and then she had her sophomore album 2 years later. They didn't play it as much, and then she was going through some shit emotionally and mentally, and with the industry, it was shady as fuck. So she took off 5 years. She came back 2015 for a reality show, her best fucking album. They hardly played anything on the radio. I was pissed to this fucking day. And then I hear some, like, I think last year they started playing the songs from her 2015 album. Like, years later, though. I'm like, it's over. Like, y'all missed it. Y'all was playing Rihanna and Beyonce so fucking hard.
Missed the deadline.
So you missed the deadline. So that pissed me off. But, yeah, they gave her so much love. That just shows you how much radio has changed. Yeah. It's gone downhill. They got their fucking favorites. But,
yeah, I still, like, every once in a while I'll catch the radio and they still play the same songs that are, like, fucking 15 and 20 years old.
Right.
Like, even Satellite XM, sometimes they play the same shit over fucking over again for months. They just keep hitting that.
That's annoying as fuck.
Song. Yeah.
But I would say him. I also love Jagged Edge, I mentioned. SWV, I mentioned. Those are probably my favorite for boys and girl groups. Those are probably my top
single white voices.
Favorites. And Faith Evans, I told you I was raised on Faith Evans, so I love her. I always got a special place in my heart, and she still can sing. She won Lady of Soul Award on BET back in 2018, and she did a medley of some of her biggest hits. Like, it was 5 songs. Fucking killed it. She sounds better than she ever did. Even she came out in 1995, and that 2018 performance, she sounds like she's aged very well. Her voice is aged very well. Yeah. And who else do I love? Real quick. I mentioned those motherfuckers. Oh, Monica. Monica's one of the baddest bitches alive. I think she was 12 years old when she recorded Miss Thing in 1995. It was released when she was 15 though, I think. But I think she was 12 when she recorded some of them songs. Singing hard as fuck like a grown ass woman, like she in church. Wow, who the fuck else is doing that? Oh my god, impressive as fuck. She peaked. Her other albums were really, really good, but that first album is everything. Oh my god. But I'm a big Monica fan. Monica fans are called doves. Mariah fans are called lambs. I don't think I'm.
If you didn't know, he's a dove.
Yeah, I'm a dove. I'm a huge lamb, and I guess I'm a huge dove too. But yeah, those are some of my favorite musicals. That Donnell Jones album. That's the only album I explore from him. Like, I'm shady, but like that 1990 album, Where I Want to Be from Donnell Jones. My mom had that. That is fucking fire from start to finish. That album. Nice. My gosh. Carl Thomas, the Emotional album 2000. Both my parents had that fucking album. Why? Because it fucking slapped. Mostly ballads, but it was fucking gold. Fucking gold. It was. I just listened to it. Maybe a few days ago. But yeah, those are some of my fucking absolute favorites, bro. Like,
damn, I like little Justin Bieber, but
Well,
I'm a closet Bieber fan. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Justin Bieber. Not really his music so much. I just think he's nuts. I like crazy people. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, R&B, hip hop, some metal, like some metal and rock. Like I like Evanescence. I think that's like soft rock or something. Maybe.
Alternative rock.
Yeah, alternative rock.
Yeah. Soft rock is more like it's almost rock, but it's not. Kind of thing.
Like Taylor Swift. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of.
It's not. Yeah.
What about
far off.
What about the Fray? Do you know who they are?
The Fray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do know the Fray.
I have How to Save a Life album. That was pretty good. The first 3 songs are everything.
I like the Fray. I can't think of any of their songs, but I know if I've heard one or two. I know who they are. I know I've heard of them. I know the Fray.
Right. I like them. I have I checked out another album of theirs. It was okay. But Linkin Park has to be my favorite like white people like band. Like like they be screaming and like Chester, he was screaming, but I wasn't really used to that, but I was feeling that after a while, sometimes in a destructive way, but usually overall in general, like it's a good music, especially Road to Revolution, the live album. Fucking everything. It's my favorite thing from them.
What's his name?
This is Linkin Park Road.
Oh yeah.
Road to Revolution. I have it, and I have the live video.
Yeah.
On DVD.
I don't know too many bands that made basically the first album also their second album. Like, you know what I mean? Like their first 2 albums were basically the same fucking album.
Oh really?
They just like. So they re-released songs from their first album to their second album and made like what the fuck is it? They remade their songs and like made it more like techno-ish.
Oh, okay.
It's like a reimagining of some of their huger songs from their first album.
I don't know if I'd be crazy about that.
Yeah,
I'd have to listen to it.
The first 2 albums are some of the best work. The best work. As they, progress, start changing their style. Some which isn't uncommon. Nature of the beast,
Gotta live.
Musicians. So what are you gonna do?
Things grow and change. That's life. They live.
They've replaced people. The same 3 people are the only ones that are in it that until recently, unfortunately, were the 2 lead singers, which one of the singers also plays like guitar or some shit.
Does he also rap? Is that the rapper guy?
Yeah, yep.
What's his name? Do you know his name?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember.
It's okay, I'll look it up, because all I know is Chester.
Yeah, Chester, and the DJ. They've replaced the other 2 or 3 people throughout the years. They've even went on tours with different people once in a while. But the same 3 people would always be the same 3 people. They would just change other people. People say sometimes, like, when you replace someone, like, it's not the same band. You can't call it Linkin Park if you don't have that one person in it. Right. Yeah, right, fuck off, yeah. It's a name, dude. Like,
yeah, it's their brand.
Built their, exactly. You're not gonna knock Nike for firing one CEO and hiring another and then changing the color of a fucking shoe. Like, who gives a shit? It's like...
But yeah, that Road to Revolution is everything.
Yeah, it is a good album. I can't think of a single album where I don't like most of their songs.
Okay. I have to check them out more because all I really know is like the one album where it's all white and they're black in silhouette.
Okay.
That album and then the Road to Revolution. That's all I really know from them.
His name is Chester Bennington, right? Or Bennington or something like that?
No, I think you said it right the first time.
Bennington, okay.
I think, yeah.
He took up the mantle of the lead singer for Alice in Chains, too.
What?
Which Alice in Chains is, if you're not familiar with who Alice in Chains is, you're just an old, like, 90s till today rock group. I can't think of some of the notorious work, but yeah, he was the singer for them.
Before he went to Linkin Park?
No. So when the lead singer either left or died, I just can't remember. I'm pretty sure he passed away. I just don't know. Linkin Park was Linkin Park, one of the biggest bands. I mean, on average, their music videos get 100 million views each. Some have like 250 million views, shit like that. Just fucking nuts. But
wow,
yeah. But they were looking for someone to take up the mantle because they're still doing music, and Chester came up, so he auditioned and boom, gave it to him. So he was singing for Alice in Chains, and then he fucking unfortunately died. They said he hung himself. They also said that he had problems with like depression and shit like that.
Yeah, I heard.
But everyone that's ever worked with him has said the complete opposite. They're like, we've never noticed anything. I've worked with the guy for over 20 years.
He might have covered that shit up though.
Like, he could have, but when you know someone and you work with someone
for years and years and years, that would
it's hard to hide that. Because after a while, you're gonna have a moment where everyone's gonna look at you like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna start questioning it. You know, they're friends. They've worked together. They're blue collar musicians. And what I mean by that is like they weren't just like Will Smith's kids. You know what I mean? Right. Like, these are blue-collar, poor fucking kids living hand-to-mouth, going place to place, making a band that finally hit and went fucking crazy. So they grew up poor together, grew up regular families that became very successful. So it would be very difficult to hide that kind of shit. During the time that he had been at least over a year or two, if not more, had been working on exposing and stopping pedophilia within the entertainment industry.
He was doing it?
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to... Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah. He was dumping all kinds of money into it. He was leading investigations. He was putting... giving people resources, giving people budget. I mean, the guy... I mean, come on. The guy's got to be at least making $100 million a year. You know, the band itself. Merchandising, tours, albums, whatever. I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping anyway. So yeah, he had plenty of financial resources and interest.
Was he married?
I don't know. No idea.
I remember hearing about that. I think last year or the year before. That was really sad.
But then he ends up dead. Ends up fucking dead. So it was just weird that he starts getting close to investigating certain people.
Wow, I never knew that. I really thought he just ended himself.
That's what the original report says.
Yeah.
Sure, that's possible.
But it's Holly
I don't
weird,
believe it.
So,
yeah. It's Holly weird. Yeah, I think you said it best. It's Holly weird. So who the fuck knows?
Wow.
Who the fuck knows?
Rest in peace, because he...
Yeah, God, he was
talent,
good.
a gift.
Oh, my God. Even though he wasn't like... No, he was a great singer. I can't even...
He was.
Can't even knock the guy.
I tried to mimic him. And,
did you?
Yeah.
I would love to have fucking seen that ad.
I'll show you one day. We gotta be getting fucked up, because, like... He'll start off, like, actually singing, and then he'll, like... Scream.
Oh yeah.
And then he'll like really scream. Yeah. I can't do that last part.
He is so versatile.
I definitely can't.
So versatile.
It's impressive. It's so like, how do you guys do that? Like,
yeah.
But I like some jazz too.
Jazz is cool. I like anything, man. I mean, I think that should be with anybody. Infant, unless you just, for whatever reason, don't like music. I've never met anyone that doesn't like music, right. But I've heard people that don't like music. I don't want to meet these people. They seem like they have no soul. Like, I don't know. Could be wrong. Maybe
I discovered this. I think maybe she's Japanese because this name. It's I think her name is Keiko Matsui. I'll spell it Keiko. That's the first name. And then the last name is Matsui. I don't know how to say her name, but she plays all her own instruments, and it's really good.
Oh shit!
And it's it sounds like it's all instrument. Well, it's jazz. She doesn't sing. Actually, I think she did sing on like a couple songs. It was okay, but her music sounds like something that you would hear in maybe an anime when a character is sometimes maybe just walking to school or something, or maybe something like really deep is about to happen where there's no dialogue. It's just the characters interacting with each other. Something like I could totally picture a lot of her music doing that. And some of her music is really sad. Some of it, I get an uplifting feeling. It's just, I just really like that type of jazz. And, you know, it's not really traditional jazz because it's got a little twang to it. But
yeah,
it's really interesting and cool. And I've been listening to it for a few years. I discovered her at the library because the album I discovered was from 2003, The Piano. And it was more of a classic jazz. And then her other ones are a little bit more, you know, anime-ish that reminds me of anime.
Yeah.
So, like, that was cool to check her out.
Weird. It's not weird. I don't want to call it weird, but they have some interesting...
Yeah, they're a little different sometimes. Yeah. It has a little twang to it.
I like it. Wow, this was an exciting episode. Damn, we're an hour and a half in, dude. It's the longest episode. I'm impressed. Guys, please make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Actors Lounge Podcast to see the favorite theater faces. You can also donate to us now. I just started a thing on here where we can donate. So if people want, they can donate to us. It goes right to my account where we have a very, very fair 90-10 split. So make sure you donate to us. Help us help you. We help you pass the time with incredible junk. And you help us not work. Just saying, be great options. Give us
Maybe eventually we'll get some equipment. You can see our sexy faces.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I tried recording. That shit did not go well. I'm really disappointed with
One
that.
day, guys. One day.
Yeah, we will be filming. Once we start getting more guests, better equipment, our ads finally start paying better. But check us out on Instagram at Actors Lounge Podcast. It's all pretty the same. We kept it simple. Actors Lounge Podcast. Check us out. Like us. Share with your friends. And then we look forward to speaking with you fucking freaks next episode.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye. Fuck off. We're done.